Hi everyone, I'm English 2323. It's Dr. E and I'm here with your week 10 instructional video. So I'm just going to walk through where to go and what to do, but I'm going to first apologize for how late that this video is going up. I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to complete it. It's been, there's a lot going on in terms of spring break and some family issues and a loss that we're dealing with, but I hope you come back feeling very energized and ready to go, especially because the remainder of the semester sometimes has a tendency to really pick up speed. So make sure that you're looking ahead and, looking at the items that are due in this class and your other classes and making a schedule that is kind to yourself, but also attends to all of those things that you need to focus on. So let's talk about this class and what we need to do. So if we go to the week 10 module in the content area, you'll see that we do have a background chapter to read, and I'm not going to lie, it's a pretty lengthy chapter, so you'll want to take it in different reading sessions. Just please plan to do that because it is a lot of information, and you have a quiz this week that goes into, I wouldn't say extreme detail, but you have a quiz that goes into questions related to the chapter, and you'll want to make sure that you're familiarizing yourself with where to find those answers when it comes time to take your quiz. So you're watching the weekly video. There's not a supplemental video to worry about at this time. You do have a mind map that's due on Thursday, and I actually have been thinking about it all morning, and I think it's something to consider. I will extend the deadline just a little bit, maybe to Sunday for the mind map, because it is a very extensive chapter, and I don't want you to feel rushed in terms of getting that done by Thursday, or even with the extended grace period by Saturday. So I'll go ahead and just move that deadline to Sunday to give you plenty of time to, in different sessions, read the chapter for this week. Okay, so I will do that after I finish taping and uploading this. So you do have that mind map that's due, and then you have that participation quiz, which I want you to know is a bit heftier than others because it is a lot of reading, and your quiz should give you credit for that, right? So remember to take a look at the mind map guidelines. If you need a bit of a refresher, it's never a bad idea before something's due to go back to the guidelines and take a look at those, right? And you can also take advantage of the templates that are offered if you'd like to, or of course you can use Canva or MindMap or any of those things that are helpful ways to put your ideas together. So if you click on the assignment, you've done this before. It's just a different chapter essentially, and you have links to Canva and MindMap. So from the middle point, you're going to put the 20th and 21st centuries. That's the era that we're moving into at this point. So we've moved from Romantic era to the Victorian era, and now we're moving into the 20th and 21st centuries. So from that central point, you want 4 of those main ideas that you think are most important. Place one in each bubble radiating out from the center, along with an explanation of why this is important. And then from each of those bubbles, you need to have a quote in quotation marks with a page number, that kind of, following MLA guidelines. So remember that those initial bubbles need not only the main idea, but the explanation. And then from those, you have the quote. So again, guidelines are available, templates should you choose to use them. And remember, this needs to be typed just because I'm asking for quite a bit of information, and when it's handwritten, it's very difficult for me sometimes to read your handwriting, and it's difficult for you to fit everything in a bubble on the page. So doing this electronically or digitally helps you can adjust the size of the font, you can adjust the placement of a bubble, you can make adjustments to make sure that your work is legible and that you're covering all the areas that are required. So something to keep in mind. Again, you do have a quiz this week that is it covers a lot of the chapter, right? So again, it's definitely beneficial to take your time with reading that and to complete that. So if you do have any questions about this week, which is pretty straightforward, which is kind of nice, hopefully coming back and not hitting the ground running in terms of really intensive work. It is intensive reading though, so don't put it off. If you do have any questions, please take advantage of the Q&A discussion board area, or you can set up a time to meet with me via WebEx for office hours, or you can, of course, send me an email and we can communicate that way if that suits your needs at the moment. So have a great week, welcome back, and good luck.